Hello, and welcome to the Paul Michaels Experience. This is part 4 in a 4-part series I did on Houston's amazing Comic-Con. In this episode, I interview a really cute girl named Paige. I got to meet another Poison Ivy cosplayer, and also Harley Quinn, one of my favorite cosplayers. I got to do a really good interview with her, and I think you'll like it. At the very end, I interviewed a gentleman about steampunk. So if you're into steampunk, you'll like this interview, and if you're curious about what steampunk is, I think you'll learn a lot. So here is part 4 in a 4-part series about Houston's amazing Comic-Con. I hope you enjoy it. Hello.
Hello.
So what's your name and who are you cosplaying today?
My name is Paige, and I'm cosplaying as Power Girl today.
Power Girl?
Yes.
So how did you come up with your costume?
This is my first time ever doing any kind of cosplay, so I wanted to try to go with something easy, so I picked someone that generally looks a little bit close to what I look like, and then I just went from there to make the costume and everything.
So you made this costume?
Yes, with some help.
So where'd you get those boots from?
The boots are purchased and the gloves are purchased, but everything else has had work done to it.
So you sewed this costume yourself?
With the help of my sister. I can't sew.
Wow, so look how well that fits you very well.
Thank you.
And then how did you score that cape?
The cape is made. We bought the fabric and we had help sewing it.
So yeah, that's a real cosplayer to make almost 90% of your costume like that.
Thank you. I tried to do it right the first time.
Exactly. So you said your name is Paige?
Yes, it is.
So Paige, as a cosplayer, you know you're almost required to have a Facebook page to promote your cosplay.
Really? That sounds like a lot of pressure.
Yeah. So the next time I interview you, you need to have a Facebook page so we can promote it to the audience so they can go to your Facebook page and see all of your cosplay outfits and to hear about what event you're going to go to.
Okay.
So you're going to promise me you're going to get a Facebook page?
I'll get right on that.
Okay, Paige. Well, listen, thank you very much for doing an interview.
Thank you.
And I hope you'll be at many more events and I can interview you at those also.
I hope to see you again.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello.
Hello.
So what's your name and who are you cosplaying today?
My name is Chow and I'm cosplaying for Poison Ivy today.
And so you said your name is Chow?
Yes, it
How
is.
cute is that?
I'm from China, so.
Right. So how did you come up with your costume today?
I actually made it myself, and this is just a regular part where it will have the hanging thing.
Right,
and then
right.
I dyed this color at the bottom one, and I put lace on it, and to make the side piece. I'm copying the bombshell version of
Right.
And then, as you can see, it's not very professionally done, so I put a lot of decorations on it. Put some flowers on the leaves and all, on the same side right here.
Well, it looks really good.
Thank you.
And so how about your wig? Where'd you get your wig from?
Oh, I just get it online.
Yeah, it looks like a really good color though.
Oh, thank you. And I made all this by myself, just to roll it up.
Oh, right, to put it inside the wig?
Yeah.
And so what about that body paint? Where'd you get that from?
The body paint, I get it from a costume store close to here, like 2 blocks from here. They're they did it. Everything that you can buy over there that you need, makeup, costumes, any material that you need over there, you can get all of them over there.
And so you have light green body paint all over your body?
Yeah, I have the light green color, it's lime color.
Right.
And my friend did this for me.
That's very neat. So let's see the back. Do you have it on your back also?
No, I only have it on my arms.
Oh, okay, right.
On the both side of the arm.
And so they told you that'll come off in the shower?
Yes, I'll totally come out of the shower.
Yeah, that's always a good thing, right?
Yeah, it is. I hope it'll
You
come
don't want
out
to
of the
spend the next
shower.
few days green, right?
Yeah, right. And then I also made my own nails.
Let's take a look at those. So yeah, those are nice looking.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of because of I did my makeup, so it's kind of like a wrong color. But at first, when I finished it, it was pretty cool.
Right. And so you told me earlier this is your first time cosplaying?
Yes, my first time in a Comic-Con, my first time cosplaying, everything. Yeah.
So yeah, but you look really good. You fit right in. You got one of the better outfits.
Thank you. Actually, one of the creators for Brown Shell,
Yeah?
he was here somewhere earlier, and he wants to take a picture with me too.
Oh, well that's nice. That's
Yeah,
nice. So I take it you'll be going to more Comic-Con events?
I hope so. Yes.
Yeah, so you know Houston has 3 of them now. Comic Palooza in May, Space City Comic Con in July, and Amazing Comic Con here in the beginning of September.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there's 3 major Comic Con events here in Houston now.
Oh, that's
So I hope to see you at the other ones also.
Yeah, I hope so too.
So do you have any ideas for other cosplay outfits for the future?
Definitely Harley Quinn next time.
Yeah, Harley Quinn's a very popular costume. I like Harley Quinn.
I love it too. Maybe Pikachu?
Pikachu, right?
Yeah,
Right.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, so you said your name is Chow?
Yes.
So Chow, I'd like to thank you for taking the time out of your day to do an interview.
Thank
and I
you.
hope you enjoy the rest of your day here at Amazing Comic Con.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello.
Hello.
So what's your name and who are you cosplaying today?
My name is Holly Gloha, and I'm cosplaying Dr. and Mrs. the Monarch from the Venture Brothers.
And so how long did it take you to come up with your costume?
The costume making it probably about a month, but this is back when I first started out in cosplay. I've been cosplaying about 8 years, so I can probably whip it out a little bit faster next time.
So you made this all by yourself?
I did.
Well, that's a really good job. And
Thank you
how
very
about
much.
the boots? You made the boots also?
I made the boots. They're actually little coverlets that go over a pair of uncomfortably high but fabulous looking high heels.
Well, that's great. Well, you mentioned to me a few moments ago that you just moved to Houston. Is that correct?
Yes, I did. I just recently moved here. I'm networking. I'm getting to know the cosplay family, the cosplay photographer family, and just fans in general.
Right. And so where did you come from?
Austin.
Austin. Oh,
Austin.
Austin's a beautiful town.
Oh my gosh, and I miss it so much.
I was gonna
but
say-
my allergies are better here.
Right, right. And so how long
very
now? You
nice
said
costume.
Trying to do the voice. Can I have a picture of you, doctor?
so you said you've been cosplaying for about 8 years?
8 years now.
And so what other cosplay costumes have you been in?
Oh my gosh, I do a myriad. I do anime, I do video game, I do an original interpretation, I do the Western stuff. So whatever catches my fancy in all honesty.
Right. And so how many other events have you been in to Houston?
Ooh, a few of the Comic Cons, usually like Anime Matsuri, Onicon, anything in the local area, in the Texas area, where I can put on
Right.
a costume and have fun.
Well, I'd like to thank you for definitely taking time out of your day to do an interview. Do you have a Facebook page or any social media you'd like to promote to the audience?
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to stalk me, I'm under Facebook, Holly Gloha, or GLOHA.H. We'll pull it right on up.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your time here at Amazing Comic Con, and I hope I'll see you again at other Comic Con events here in Houston.
I thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello.
Hi.
So, Nina, I interviewed you yesterday, and tell the audience who you were.
I was Poison Ivy yesterday.
Poison Ivy, that's right. And so, did you have the things on your eyes? The green things that you glued to the tops of your eyes?
I did. It was those foam pieces. that were in the
Right,
shape
right.
of
That's
leaves.
what I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell the audience who you're cosplaying today.
Today I'm Harley Quinn, and once again I have another mask glued to my face. My husband actually made it out of a life cast that we took of my face. Then he sculpted it, and so we're able to actually, it was form fitted to my face. We're able to glue it on pretty easily.
Right. And so what kind of adhesive did you use to glue it on?
It's called Prozade, and I guess
I think I heard that name from someone else. It must be an industry name.
I think so. I don't know too much about it, but I just know it's safer on the skin than.
Someone else said the same thing on one of my other interviews, I think.
Yes. I think a lot of people tend to use spirit gum,
I heard that also.
and we've actually done that before. And when peeling it off, it can like take
And
some skin
I
with
think
you.
the person said that stuff you're using comes off real well with baby oil or something.
It does, yeah. Baby oil, mineral oil, or even alcohol that you can get at the grocery store.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your costume today. So you obviously had some face makeup on. Now, how long did it take you to do that?
Not long. This one was more fun because it's just very sloppy. So I honestly just took a sponge, threw it on there, messy lipstick, messy eyeliner, and got some help with my lashes.
So you've got some big lashes on. I noticed today too. Wow.
Poison Ivy had these too, though. So I had to reuse them. So that was kind of interesting.
And so where did you get your wig?
My wig was online, just through Amazon. It was honestly advertised as a Harley.
Now, is that a 3-piece wig?
It is a 3-piece.
You know, I saw a girl yesterday or Friday take hers apart. That's the first time I'd ever seen that. I was amazed. And for the audience to understand, the body part is 1 piece, and then each of the pigtails clip onto the main part. Is that right?
It does, and I don't mind at all showing that.
Yeah, so look how neat that is. Yeah, and that way you can position them where you want them, either further back or a little bit more in the front.
Yeah, and we kind of
I think it makes a nice look.
Cool. Well, thank you.
Yeah, I like the wig. It's a good look. And so tell the audience about your outfit now.
Most of this outfit was bought. This is a Goodwill find.
The leggings were?
The boots were.
Well, those boots look brand new.
Well, I was pretty excited. $16.
$16.
Yeah.
That is a steal.
I thought so too.
And they fit exactly, it looks like.
They were my size, so yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah, and so what about the pants?
The leggings were just an online legging store, real cheap. It took a while to ship. You know, I think they were from China or something, but just super cheap, like under $10.
And so what would you call that, a corset or a bustier? Or?
Yes, this is a corset, and this is probably the most expensive piece. It's maybe $45.
And so the straps, is that part of the corset?
It is.
Okay.
And I had to alter them a little bit. The snaps, it left too much sagging, and so I had to create a new snap just so it would fit.
Oh, so you put a new snap here to bring it up a little bit higher?
Yes,
so
and
where
in the
was
back
it? Where?
Too. I think you can kind of see.
Oh yeah. So where were they previously?
This was the original snap.
Yeah. I was wondering about that. Yeah. Yes, that's really you needed more room. That would have been. You'd have had a big old draggy loop right there.
But I figure Harley's funky enough that little silver pieces.
You know,
like
it
that
doesn't. You can't tell. It looks like it goes like that.
Cool.
Yeah. So how about your mallet now?
This was my main piece that I did with this costume. It's basically just a trash can, and then we got foam pieces from Hobby Lobby. These real thin, sheets of foam, cut strips, glued on.
And so you painted that with a Mark-a-Lot or something?
It's actually just a Sharpie.
Wow, now does that look like wood grain or what?
Yeah.
That's impressive. So it's just a little trash can, and you got some, and you can see the thinness of it right here. So you went to the Hobby Lobby and got some foam, cut it in strips, glued it on, and then took a Sharpie and painted the wood grain. And so this is another piece that covers the trash can?
Yep.
Now can you tell, this says your face here, can you tell which end was the open end of the trash can?
Yes, because you can kind of see the small end.
Yeah, it looks like that. Yeah,
and
exactly.
And that's the big end. So that's the open end.
And so how did you glue this on the open end? So the open end is not as wide as that?
Right, we actually took just a sheet of pretty thick foam and cut it to fit in there and fit a piece of foam in there.
I was wondering how you got something to glue on top of it.
And so that's what this is glued on, and then kind of some of the edges we just made sure were
And you've got the Harley symbol there also.
Yes.
Yeah, so that mallet's really cool. Now how long did it take you to do that mallet?
Oh, it was probably a week. I do have a job, so it's like coming home from work every day and working on it.
Right.
Maybe a good 6 hours, 7 hours, I would say.
Total.
Well,
it looks really good.
Because things had to dry, and so the time that we had to put into it was probably that. But we'd have to set things, set it aside, let it dry for a couple hours, and come back. So the actual hands-on working on it, probably about 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah, well that's really impressive for that amount of time to come out looking that good. Because I thought it was something totally different, and then when you tell me it's Sharpie, you can tell you made it in one move. You didn't stop the Sharpie at all. Once you started, you committed to it.
Exactly. Well,
yeah.
That's why we have
my husband, the artist, he was the one with the steady hands.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. I mean, I used to draw as a child and a teenager, and I could tell that's good artisanship right there, or whatever, craftsmanship or whatever, to do something like that.
I can't even make a good circle. So this, yeah, if I tried to do it, it probably would have looked a little different.
Right. And so today, when you got up, from the time you started getting ready until the time you were completely done and you grabbed your mallet, how long did that take you?
Not long, honestly. Half an hour, 45 minutes.
Really? And what was the longest part? The facial makeup?
Probably, yeah, just because there's like little touch-ups and things like that. But we did have to check out of the hotel too, so there's a lot of packing up and that stuff.
Right.
But the costume was real quick.
So you mentioned the hotel. Where are you from?
We're from Austin.
Oh, you're from Austin.
Yeah.
And so do they have a Comic-Con event in Austin?
They do have a couple. WizardCon, I believe.
I've heard of that one, yeah.
Yeah, they're not. This one's bigger than that one for sure.
Oh, is it?
So I haven't seen
and
any
this one is the smallest of the 3 Houston events.
Oh, okay.
So you should really come to Comic Palooza. That one takes up the whole convention center pretty much. It's huge. And then Space City Comic Con is bigger than this, and that's over at Energy Park where the football team plays, in the building next to that.
Okay,
and that's a really big convention also. So this one is the smallest of the 3, but it's still a very good convention.
This is a good size one.
And I've heard that Alamo City Comic Con is a good convention to go to also. I'm gonna try to go there next year. You going this year?
Yeah, we were there last year, and so we're gonna go again this year.
Yeah. So is it fun?
It is. It was so much fun. It's huge.
So it's a lot bigger than this one?
Yes. It's.
And where is it? Is it in the Alamo? Is it Alamo Dome?
It is. I'm Alamo Dome, Alamo City Con. I'm not too certain.
I'm sure they have a convention center there also.
It's some huge convention center for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Nina, this has been a very informative interview, and I appreciate you taking the time to do 2 interviews with me this weekend. I'm sure the audience will appreciate learning all about cosplay from your point of view.
Well, I hope so. Yeah.
And so, you want to tell the audience your husband's website again? Was it Dimfist?
It was DIMFIST.com, and you can check out some of my work and all his drawings, and also
so let's take a look at that while I'm here.
And we're also doing some 3D prints, and so that's something new to his website, because we just got a 3D printer, and so we just have a couple examples, but we're currently taking orders and printing stuff and shipping off to people.
Oh,
so
right,
it's really cool.
And so here's the necklaces you mentioned the other day. So you guys sell those on your website also?
We do. We actually just made these for this Comic-Con, so they're going to be up on the website very soon.
So you actually make those?
He did make those, yes.
Wow, now that looks like some really good work there.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. We didn't know how they were going to turn out, but we were really excited with how they
Yeah, they look like they came from a factory. I mean, they look professionally done. I mean, you couldn't tell that you guys made them or you got them from China or whatever, right?
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah, so this is really good work. So it's Jimmy K, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I like your hair today, Jimmy. It looks really good.
Yeah, thanks.
It'll be one. Hold
Okay,
on.
Nina. Well, listen, thank you very much, and I appreciate your time.
Definitely. Thank you.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.
So the last thing I want to show you is one of the really cool booths I like here at Amazing Comic-Con.
Hey, how are you doing today?
Hey, Todd. How are you today?
Doing great, man. How you doing?
So I just told the audience I wanted to show them one of the really cool booths that I like here at Amazing Comic-Con. So why don't you tell the audience what your booth is about?
Well, it's kind of Victorian sci-fi. It's called steampunk, which is one of the fastest growing genres this year. And it pretty much entails a historical period between 1937 to 1901, which is Queen Victoria in England. It's one of the longest running reigns of any monarchy at all.
And so you said Victorian sci-fi?
Right, it's kind of Victorian, but it eclipses that and go more science fiction, little magic in it.
And so that's where when they call it steampunk, I see a lot of brass, and I noticed you had your goggles on.
If you think about that, there was no stainless steel back then. They didn't even know how to make it. So they were dealing with different metals like copper, brass, things like that.
Right. So So let's take a look at your merchandise here.
Absolutely.
So I see you have the goggles like what you have
Yes,
on.
sir. We custom make the goggles. They're actually welding
so
goggles
you
that I
make
trick out.
these.
Yeah, and these are all antique clock pieces I use, and then I use other pieces to make them more science fiction looking. This is actually a spool from a weight-driven clock.
Oh, right.
And sometimes you just make things and, just for the
Yeah,
unique
so that looks very cool. And so then you have these that go around your wrist, I guess?
Yes, sir. Bracers.
And then
And that's
this...
actually a piece that goes on your spine to mimic the bones on your spine.
Oh, this
And it
goes on
lights
your
up.
back. Yeah, that would be very cool.
And then we have neat pieces like this where you can actually have British decorum wherever you are.
So you can have British decorum wherever you are. You can
And the
carry
Serengeti
your
or Sahara.
teacup and saucer.
Right.
And so I'm interested in getting one of these hats here.
Right.
Now, tell me a little bit about these hats.
These are actually leather, top grain leather hats, and they're collapsible. And
Oh,
so that's
cool.
the reason you get the broguish look, kind of Mad Hatter look to them. Instead of being a pretty one, it's actually got a little character to it.
Yeah, I think steampunk is a really cool style of dress.
Oh, absolutely.
And so, it's getting so popular now that it's not just for Halloween and for special events. I've seen people wear steampunk in their everyday lives these
Right.
days.
There's a new show on Game Network called, it's about steampunk and about steampunk in your house. And,
Oh, really?
Yeah, it changes the style of your house to steampunk.
Yeah.
Things like that. So it's
And so you have some different style hats over here. Now these are obviously ladies' hats here. Now is this a woman's hat also?
That's a guy's hat too.
Oh yeah, so you got a light brown also.
Right. Yeah.
And in this one, is this collapsible?
This is a hand-stitched top hat.
So that one doesn't look like it would be
Right.
collapsible because it's all smooth
Right.
and nice.
See, this one's pretty though. I don't like the
Yeah.
pretty as much.
Yeah, I like the ones that are collapsible. They look well worn and broken in.
Yeah, and like you said, this is for girls and guys. The good thing about girls is they can wear a corset and a skirt and a bustle and a top and still carry a minigun. You know, they
Yeah,
can still
I
get
was
that
gonna
girl,
say,
you know?
I've seen some that are like you that have the top hats and the
Right.
goggles, and they have more of a Western style because I've
Right.
seen them carry 6-shooters on their
Well,
hips.
if you think about the Victorian times, this also goes through in America. It goes through the Civil War and on to the Wild Wild West times.
Oh, right,
1977, things like that. So it's the same time period, just more of a Wild Wild West style. Thus, the movie Wild Wild West with Will Smith.
Yeah,
very
yeah,
much
they
steampunk.
had a lot of that in that
Right,
movie.
yeah.
So what do you have over here on your table, Todd?
We make jewelry, and we make all of our jewelry using antique clock gears and clock
Right, there you
parts.
go. Please sign for me.
So you guys make all this stuff.
Right, we sure do, and we actually take apart antique clocks to get all the gears for everything.
So look at that. That is really
And you're all
cool.
set. Thank you so much.
And it's a lot of fun because there's no rules, so it's just
Right.
basically your
So I
interpretation.
like the skull on the table. That's really cool.
Everybody does.
So this stuff is amazing.
And it's just fun because whatever comes to my mind is what goes.
I like
Yeah, so look, you can really tell all these gears and everything.
I made
I
these
like
necklaces
that.
with 357 Magnum shells.
Oh, look how cool that
My friend
is.
makes handmade cameos.
Yeah, so that's really cool. I like that a lot. So that's just a pants.
Other genres. Like if you want a steampunk Boba Fett, you can. If you want a steampunk Rainbow Bright, you can.
Well, that goes with like a lot of people that do Harley Quinn costumes.
Right, you can
They
steampunk
do
it.
different modes or methods or genres with Harley
Right.
Quinn. Like I saw one the other day that was a barbarian Harley Quinn.
Oh wow, that's pretty.
You know, so yeah, so you're saying you can do different variations on steampunk.
It's not limited at all.
Yeah, that's very open-ended for a style.
And
Well,
for guys, it's very cheap. For instance, if you look right here, there's a gentleman who has pants and a vest and a shirt, and that's the basics for guys.
and look, he's got his goggles on to definitely kick
Right.
off the steampunk. Yeah.
Yeah. And
And
for
she's
ladies,
she's got a hat with the goggles on.
yeah. And for the ladies, it's a little bit more expensive because you don't have to do a corset, but that's one way to do a lady's outfit,
Right.
which is normally going to be the more expensive piece that you have. But the shirt and the skirt are certainly not expensive.
Yeah.
A lot of these pieces you can actually find them at thrift stores as well.
Yeah.
If you just look for men's pants, you look for open weave or twill or herringbone pattern,
Yes, I
and that's
do.
what you want is more of a where it's not just single color like khaki
Right.
pants. Yeah.
And
So,
so,
in the vests, you normally find one or two vests in every thrift store.
You
So-
have an online store?
I sure do. Pardon me for a second. Excuse me. We're actually Punkedworks out of Houston, Texas, and it's punkedworks.com.
Punked, PUNKDWORKS.com.
Just stuff we punked out.
So for punked out stuff, go to Punkedworks.
I appreciate it.
Well, I think I'm going to purchase some of your stuff, Todd. I appreciate the lesson in steampunk,
I appreciate
and
that,
you're a
too.
very knowledgeable salesman, and I really dig your outfit, so I think I'm going to join the club.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, thank you very much,
appreciate it.
Todd. Yeah, bye-bye. Yeah.
Don't screw with me right now. My nerves are. Oh, I hate you.
And I'm cosplaying as Power Girl today.
Power Girl?
Yes.
So how did you come up with your costume?
This is my first time ever doing any kind of cosplay, so I wanted to try to go with something easy, so I picked someone that generally looks a little bit close to what I look like, and then I just went from there to make the costume and
So
everything.
you made this costume?
Yes, with
Wow.
some help.
So where'd you get those boots from?
The boots are purchased and the gloves are purchased, but everything else has had work done to it.
So you sewed this costume yourself?
With
or
the
you...
help of my sister, I can't
Well,
sew.
wow, so look how well that fits you very well.
Thank
And then
you.
how did you score that cape?
The cape is made. We bought the fabric.
In this episode, I interview a really cute girl named Paige. I got to meet another Poison Ivy cosplayer and also Harley Quinn, one of my favorite cosplayers. I got to do a really good interview with her, and I think you'll like it. At the very end, I interviewed a gentleman about steampunk. So if you're into steampunk, you'll like this interview, and if you're curious about what steampunk is, I think you'll learn a lot. So here is part 4 in a 4-part series about Houston's amazing Comic-Con. I hope you enjoy it. Hello.
Hello.
So what's your name and who are you cosplaying today?
My name is Paige.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Hello, and welcome to the Paul Michaels Experience. This is part 4 in a 4-part series I did on Houston's amazing comic. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?